Good morning, everybody. Happy, I don't even remember what day. Sorry. Oh, I keep looking at the level, not the day, and freaking out like, oh my god, I should be so much further. Why am I only doing level 35? I'm on day 35. I wasn't sure how much it saved because it kind of crashed. My whole computer crashed last time I played this. So we are in the middle of day 35. And yeah, we're going to play hopefully until day 40. Wrong window. Hang on. There we go. That's the right window. I have it pretty quiet because Wolf is still sleeping. Because I tend to wake up at least an hour or two earlier than him if left to our own natural devices. You're asking way too much for that. And I do need to... There's a smelly guy. Goodbye, smelly guy. Alright, now we can check people out. It unglitched. I will say, this game does tend to glitch, which is frustrating. But it's okay. I have a hell of a line right now. That's what happens when you walk away for a couple of days. But, it's just, it's been a very frustrating week at work. I don't mind being new girl on the block. I don't mind being low man on the totem pole. I really, really don't. However, even when I was the manager, I treated people with respect. You know, that was one of my things. Never ask someone to do something you're not willing to do yourself. That was like rule number one my dad taught me. And he would teach me by doing it, but he also taught me by showing. I remember a lot of days. Actually, I remember going to work with my dad, because my dad was a principal. And if it was a Saturday, I pretty much had the run of the school, which was cool because, it had like these really nice, smooth corridors, and this was the 80s. So I had my roller skates, and I could skate up and down the corridor, and technically there was a no skating sign everywhere, but I was special. I was the principal's daughter, so I got away with crap. And I really, really enjoyed it. It was not a safe area. Mom hated the days that I would go and bring my skates because she knew Dad wouldn't actually be supervising me. He would just be letting me skate. And there weren't gates on the school or anything, so anyone could have come in, and it was a really bad area. Just take the 20. Oh, I very much would like this. Oh, and it's hard to get. Would you take 1,000? Okay, would you take 1,050? All right, 1,100 it is. I'm still making $500 profit. Thank you, sir. All right. Anyways, sometimes I go to my dad's work with him on school days. I don't remember reasons, but maybe it was parent-teacher day at my school and not at his. I don't know, but I know I was there several days when there was like actual school, and sometimes, especially as I got older, like he was a principal in middle school, so like 4th and 5th grade, I was so excited when I could go join the big kids, and like I'd go sit in on a math class because I'm a nerd, and I would love it. I'd learn things, I'd pick stuff up. I actually was a pretty smart kid. A couple of times I'd go sit in on choir, and that was fun because I absolutely love singing. So yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed going to school with my dad. My favorite part was always lunch, though, because Dad wasn't one of those principals who brought his lunch every day and sat in the office or the break room and ate it. My dad took lunch duty every single day. I'm sure there were times when he had a board meeting or something he had to go to, but if he was on campus, he took lunch duty every single day. And if you're a teacher, you understand. Lunch duty sucks. Basically, you have to spend your entire lunch break standing around babysitting the kids. You may or may not have time to eat. They're going to be up bugging you. Even on a good day, the kids are up bugging you. It's just how it is, and it's frustrating. And it's not relaxing, and it's not a break. And so, yeah, you just pretty much don't get a break those days. So my dad, they always needed X number of teachers. So my dad made himself, and if he couldn't do it, the vice principal, which, again, was like maybe 2 days a month. They took one of the slots of the required number of people to be on duty. Never ask a teacher to do what you're not willing to do yourself. On top of that, my dad almost always took the outside lunch duty. And that's if it was raining, if it was 120 degrees, it didn't matter. My dad took the outside lunch duty because it was the least comfortable. It was the one nobody wanted. But my dad got to know the kids really well. The kids knew he was there. Like, I don't know. All of this to say, this lady this week who, it's hard to explain. She's not my boss. Like, my boss is the water department dude. I don't know what you call him, but he's the guy that's like in charge of everything. However, she is the office manager, or she is the bookkeeper. She is the most senior of the people that work in the office all day, every day. So if my boss isn't there, she's in charge. And she's just been nitpicky all week. And generally, I just let things roll off my back. It's like, oh, okay, you want me to do it this way? Well, okay. But some of the things she's asking me to do is like, I have been an office manager before. I've been doing bookkeeping for a while. Like, I know there's a set way we do things. And there's like rules for the way we do things. Because it makes it easier on our accountants. And she's asking me to do things that make no freaking sense and don't fit the general rules of accounting. And it's not such a way that I think she's stealing anything. It's more like, okay, whoever originally set this up was not an accountant. You're not an accountant. I'm not an accountant. But none of y'all have ever taken a bookkeeping class or worked for anybody that has. And I get this has worked for the last 40, 50 years, but it's not the way that 99% of businesses in the world run. It's just not. And I can do, you know what? I will do whatever you want. You tell me this is how we're going to run it. By golly, that's how I'm going to run it. But some of the things she's asking me, it's like, hang on, let me make absolutely sure you are positive. Like, this is what you're saying. Do it like this. Not this way, which is the, like, most accepted way. And some of it is about some, like, damn, and I'm not trying to challenge her. I swear I'm not. I'm just clarifying that I'm hearing her right. Because it's not my circus. It's not my monkeys. I don't care if you do it the right way or the wrong way. As long as you're going to stand behind, this is how I told you to do it, when somebody someday comes in and says, this ain't right. Because I promise you, if they come up to me, my answer is going to be, you're right, it's not, but it's how Miss Lady told me to do it. Well, did you know better? Yes. Did you tell her? I asked if she was absolutely certain she didn't want to do it the way that I had been taught to do it. And then I did what I was freaking told because I'm the new girl on the block. That's that's what's gonna happen. And I don't like it, but that's what we're doing. Well, she doesn't like that I'm, checking in on her to make sure she knows what she's asking. And some of it is so stupid, like how to fill out a bank deposit, right? Like, I've been filling out bank deposits pretty much since I've had a bank account, which was probably about 90... Let's see, I got my first job as a 95. I mean, I helped Mama before then because my mom was just the type that I needed to know, so she taught me. And we had no notion of the way things would change over the next few years. So I know. I know. I don't know. Like, you're supposed to put the cash dollars on the top line, and then you're supposed to put the coins on the line under that. And then you're supposed to list every check you're depositing or attach a list of cards you are checks you are depositing. And then you put the total at the bottom. There's also a spot where you can put the total of checks at the bottom. So the way I've been doing it is I put the coins and the cash on the lines they're supposed to go on, and then at the bottom I put the total of the checks, and then we attach a list of checks because some days there's like 250 checks. I ain't handwriting all of those. Sorry. And that's not coming from me. Like, if they told me, hey, your job is to handwrite all of these, yeah, I'd freaking handwrite them, but thank the Lord they see the stupidity in that. So I don't have to handwrite them. Yay me. There you went. So that's not how Miss Thing wants it done. She wants me to put the total for checks on the line where you would write the first check. And again, okay, is there a particular reason why you want it done that way? And she's like, well, because that's how you're supposed to do it. Like, no, that's actually not how you're supposed to do it. That's specifically the opposite of how you're supposed to do it. But if you're so all gosh darn determined that that's how we're going to do it, that's how we'll do it. But no, that is not how you are supposed to do it. You're supposed to put the totals at the bottom. Well, I want them at the top. Yes, ma'am, as you wish. And so yesterday, I wrote the total at the top. Was she completely and just hunky-dory happy that that's how that went? I don't think so. Because I have a sneaky suspicion she got to the bank. And I'm thinking what happened is she went to the bank and they're like, oh my gosh, you finally figured out how to write a check. I don't know, but we're doing it her way now. And she changes how she wants me to do things daily. And like, she and I have had conversations about the fact that I have OCD. And I don't necessarily handle, like, I'm fairly high functioning OCD. Like, y'all know that. But I don't necessarily handle changing routines with ease. It's very difficult for me to, like, I learn through routine, you know? So if you're changing the routine on me and changing what I'm doing every day, and I have two different people telling me what I should do, and they're telling me different things I should do, that's when the OCD comes out and when I start really, really struggling. And that's what's been going on the last 2 weeks. And it's like, I don't know. It is excruciatingly frustrating. And I would like everybody to be on the same page. And I would like to be on that same page as well. At the same time, I did that one. I don't know, just she came out like throwing an absolute hissy fit the other day because apparently the toilet was dirty, and I have no idea who dirtied her toilet. Was it me? I wasn't the last one to go to the bathroom. I'm just saying. But I also know what it is to be humiliated by things like that, because that's why I just left my other job. And yeah, basically I didn't want somebody else to have to go through that. So I took the fall and I said, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I will get it. Sorry about that." And I went in and I cleaned the bathroom because it's no skin off my back. I really don't care. I've cleaned enough bathrooms in my life. It's not going to break me to clean one more, you know? Apparently, that made me her personal bathroom bitch. She came out the next, like, a couple of hours later. She's like, "Somebody needs to go clean that bathroom again." I'm like, what's stopping you? Go for it. I'm not your bathroom bitch. Just because I cleaned it once does mean I'm gonna clean it every time it needs cleaning. That's not how this works. And you don't need a freshly cleaned bathroom every time your rear end needs to touch it. And if you do, then you know what? You might need to get a brush, a scrub brush, and a cleaner, and go to town. If it is so important to you that it be disinfected from everybody else's rear end before your rear end touches it, then you know what? You need to start cleaning it. I don't mind once in a while, but I'm not going to be bathroom bitch. It's not that I'm too good to be bathroom bitch. It's that it's a power move. It's 100% a power control move. And I'm not playing those games, you know? If it's not a customer bathroom, it's employees only. We don't really have customers. People come in, they pay their bill, they walk out. They don't shop, they don't eat, they don't drink, they don't do anything like that. If a customer ever came in and was like, "Oh my God, I'm desperate to use the restroom," yeah, we'd let them use it, but that hasn't happened. Like, there is a difference between a very honorable job as a custodian or a house cleaner or a bathroom cleaner or anything like that. Like, there is nothing wrong with those jobs. I would not be ashamed to have them. I have done them in the past. I do have a problem with somebody telling me that I have to clean the bathroom specifically for her before she goes to the bathroom every day as a power move. And I hope I'm making clear the difference and what's frustrating me, that it's not the act of cleaning the bathroom. It is the way she is ordering me to do it. And for the record, we have someone that comes in every weekend to clean the bathrooms. Also, for the record, the bathroom was not dirty. Like the second time I went in there because I wasn't going to throw a hissy fit, there was not a speck of dirt anywhere. It was 100% a power move. 100%. So, she very wisely kind of decided she wasn't going to talk to me yesterday, because this was Thursday that this crap happened. And she decided she wasn't going to talk to me on Friday. It's like, okay, good plan there, lady. Because after the second time she asked me to clean the bathroom was at 2:45. I get off at 3. So I cleaned the bathroom, and then I walked to the clock in and out placey place, and I clocked out, which she could hear from her office, trust me. And then I left. I didn't say goodbye. I didn't say anything. I left about... I usually... Like, it's not a big deal if I clock out before 2:55, or, at 2:55 or later. Let's try that again. It's okay. Like, I've many times clocked out between 2:55 and 3 o'clock. It's not a big deal. Nobody cares. It was 2:54 when I clocked out. And knowing this lady, I figured she'd throw a fit that, one, I didn't say anything. And two, I just did it without telling her, without anything. But, see, the last thing I always do before I clock out is I have to give her the packet of the day, of, like, all the transactions of the day. I have to print out the financial stuff. So I put that on her desk. I did not throw it. I did not slam it. I just set it on top of her desk, turned around, walked out, clocked out, left. Oh, no. So I kind of, like, half expected to have a conversation when I walked in on Friday. No conversation was had. I had planned out what I was going to say is, look, I don't appreciate how you were attempting to humiliate me and treat me yesterday. And I'd be very happy to have that conversation with Kevin, who is our boss. But, ooh, that's a good one. But yeah, that conversation never happened, so fine. Let things go. However, the other lady in the office, Nancy in the middle, okay, that's not her name, obviously. She, I guess, is worried because she has to have a conversation with the boss tomorrow or Tuesday because it's Memorial Day weekend. So, I get these feelings sometimes, like, I don't know how to explain it, where, like, I'm just like, I know something's bad, this is about to be bad, or this is about to happen, or that's about to happen, or whatever. Like, just sometimes I know. Not with enough warning to actually stop it, but, like, I know. Like, my last day of work at my last job, my boss asked if anyone needed anything. We all said no. She said, okay, I'm going to be on the road for 3 hours. We've had nothing but positive conversations like the entire week before. This was a Friday. And so we ended our meeting, and my thought is, I just got sick feeling in the pit of my stomach. I'm like, she's coming to fire me. And then I'm like, you're stupid. There's no reason. You've done nothing wrong. You don't have a final write-up. You have done absolutely nothing wrong. Why would you think that? That's stupid. 3.5 hours later, she pulled into my parking lot. And that was my last day at that job. Things like that, that I don't necessarily... I do kind of believe in the woo-woo stuff. Like, if you follow my channel, you know that. But that doesn't mean it's not like Harry Potter world, you know? I can't read your tea leaves. Well, actually, there are people who can read your tea leaves. I'm not one of them. But I'm not psychic in the way you see in movies or in Harry Potter and stuff. I don't have visions of what's coming. It's not always clear. It's more like I read people and situations really well, and my brain kind of does the math, what probabilities, reads other situations that have gone on, and puts all that together in the course of about 20 seconds. And gives me a pretty good idea of what's about to come. For the record, that's how I read tarot as well. I spend just a couple of minutes talking to you. I don't even necessarily need to talk about anything related to what you want your reading on. Just get to know you as a person. And that gives me a pretty good reading about how you handle things, how you've handled things in the past, and what path forward is probably going to work for you. And then the cards kind of guide along, they fill in the blanks, you know? Or the cards tell me what is going on and I fill in the blanks. I don't know. Put that in whatever order you want to, but it's not just like the cards give all the answers, and it's not just like my brain gives all the answers. They work together to figure out. Because another thing is, with tarot cards at least, every card has multiple interpretations and multiple meanings depending on what situation you're in. So you have to kind of use your intuition to figure out what's this card saying today. Because like the Death card is one of the most misunderstood cards. It's my favorite card in the entire pack. The Death card does not necessarily mean you or someone around you is going to die. It also doesn't even necessarily mean something is going to end horribly. Death is a part of life. It is a continuance. It is a resolution. And it's not even a negative resolution. I mean, like, I think about my grandfather, and my grandfather died June 19th, 2005. Yes, I have the date on the top of my head. Both grandpas, actually, I have the top of my head. My other grandpa died June 28th, 1991. 29th, 1991. Either 28th or 29th. It's been 30 years. Give me a break for not remembering the 28th or 29th. Okay. I remember the day my grandfather died in 2005 because it was the day after my birthday, the year we moved here. And get out from behind my counter. Shoo! My mom asked me that year, how would you like to spend your birthday? What would you like to do? And I said, well, if I could do anything I want, I'd want to have dinner at Grandma's. That's what we moved here for, isn't it? And at this point, my grandpa was in hospice care, but he was at home hospice, you know, like he wanted to die in his own home, so they put a hospital bed in his bedroom, and that's where he was. And we knew he had days. Like, it was going to happen that week. There's no two ways about it. So my mom was like, are you sure you want to have your birthday dinner at Grandma and Grandpa's? Because, honey, and she tried it the nicest way she could. She tried to talk me out of it without actually saying, you realize your grandpa could die at your birthday party. And finally, I'm like, Mama, I know he's going to die. And if he does die at my birthday party, for one, whether we are at the house or not, if he dies during my birthday celebration, do you think that's not going to put a damper on it? I'm sorry, being there with him at the time it happens, it's not going to make it any easier or harder. It just is what it is. But if he does go during his birthday party, wouldn't you, if it were you, rather go being surrounded by friends and family and everybody you love? Wouldn't you rather go enjoying one last celebration with your family being loved by them and surrounded by them and have them hold your hand and wish you well and wish you peace. I mean, wouldn't you rather have that? And if he doesn't, if he happens to survive past that, well, his last day on earth, you know, one of his last memories on earth would be having his whole family around him, loving on him, and celebrating the way we've done a million times before. To me, that sounds like the way I'd want to go, and knowing my grandpa, it's the way he'd want to go. And Mom's like, well, as long as you're okay with this. I'm like, trust me, I've thought it through. I'm okay with this. So we had a dinner at Grandma's house, and she made fried chicken and fried squash, because they're horrible for you, but they're my favorite grandma foods, you know. And Grandpa couldn't really talk at that point, but I went over and I was jabbering at him the way I jabber at you guys, and holding his hand, and he looked up at me and he squeezed my hand, and he just kind of nodded. And when it was time to go, I gave him a hug and said, I love you, Grandpa. And I think he tried to say he loved me too. Because he was still very much with it. He had decided he was done. He'd had a stroke and some falls, and he was done. He didn't want to live if he couldn't be the very charismatic, energetic, out there doing things guy he had been his whole life. If his life was going to be in a wheelchair, he didn't want it. So he held on until we made it out there, because he knew we were moving this summer. So he agreed to go in a nursing home until we got there. And then he told my dad, take me home. I'm done. I want to die at home. And Dad's like, no, they're giving you good care here. You're going to get better. And he says, I'm not getting better. I'm not going to eat another one of these damn meals. Take me home. And so Dad took him home. And Dad and Mom and Ginger and Aunt Sherry and everybody all took turns taking care of him. But he came home. And he stopped eating the day we moved here. He would flat refuse. And every once in a while, someone would get a few drops of something down him, but wasn't enough to live on. And I swear to God, that man starved himself. That man decided he was done. He was done. So, to me, like, that's what I mean about the death card. It's not always a bad thing. Death is not always a bad thing. In fact, if you read Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows and you hear the story about them, the guy with the invisibility cloak, when he took off the cloak, he greeted death as a friend. There does come a time where you're ready. And it's okay. There's a time when we're ready to end things. And there's a time when you end something because something better is about to come along. So, anyways, I got off on quite a tangent there, didn't I? All of that to say, the middle girl, I don't know why I call us all girls, because I could be pissed off if a man called us a girl. The middle lady, the one who I believe used to do my job, but now does customer related stuff. I don't even know. I'm just kind of, nobody wants to tell me any of the other jobs because they don't want me to learn any other jobs. So I just kind of go along with it. I'm like, yeah, okay. You just tell me what to do and I'll do it. She has to go in and have a conversation on Monday. And I just got that sick to my stomach feeling. And I was like, I swear by all that is holy in this world, if you hired me with my criteria thinking you could get rid of somebody who wasn't, I will be royally pissed. Will I take the job? Absolutely. But I will be royally pissed. Because I very much told my supervisor, yes, I know I'm overqualified. Yes, I know this doesn't pay me anywhere near what I'm worth. I am okay with that. I just need something to let my brain recover. And this job will let me do that. And I do have more experience, and if you can use me for a little more than this job has been used in the past, peachy keen cool, I'm fine with it. But I want this many hours a day, and I want to not be in charge. And it's not that the other lady is in charge of anything, but I don't think I can do her job with this many hours a day. I'm good, but I don't know then. Maybe I could. It depends, because I don't know what all she does. I don't know. Because, like, they don't want to tell me everything everyone does. They're like, oh, you'll learn. When will I learn? I've been here a month. Are you going to tell me at some point? And then they realize I stopped asking. And I don't know if they think I stopped asking because I don't care. If I stopped asking because I plan to leave. Or what? Well, let me tell you the reason I stopped asking what the hell people do. Or what people's roles are. Or how we do certain things. I stopped asking because Belle's a smart cookie. And Belle watches what everybody does. And Belle has figured out what everybody does. Like, I know that back lady, the older lady, does all of the bookkeeping, the actual financial record keeping, all of that, keeps it organized and stuff like that. Does she do it to the most efficient way? Not to my mind, but she's not bad. She gets it done legally, and that's what's important. She's not skimming off the roof, or she's not skimming. Everything is going fine. Like, her way is not the way I would do it. It is not the easiest way, but it is a way that works. So, fine. And the other lady, I think what she does is keep track of, like, the client stuff. Like, who's on a payment plan, who needs what repairs, who's this, that, or the other thing, stuff like that. And I think, best I can tell, she was doing my job until the person doing either her job or the older lady's job retired about a month and a half ago. And everybody kind of went up a step and they hired me. I think that's how it went. But I do know that poor little stuck in the middle, customer service, or not customer service, but customer accounts lady, she is overwhelmed more than she's not. Like, she gets stressed out bad. And I worry about her. But I asked every day for the first 2 weeks, please, what can I do to help? Please, what can I do to help? And even now, every once in a while, I'll be like, probably once or twice a week, I'm like, I'm here. I am happy to help with whatever you need. What can I do to make your life easier? Oh, no, I'm fine. I just got to get this done. Well, okay, lady. You know, I can't force you to take my help. If you are doing fine, well then good for you. You don't look like you're doing fine. But that's between you and your boss. So, I don't know. I have concerns. I don't want to be the one that was brought in to replace somebody, especially when that somebody is the buddy of the person making my life difficult. I have been there before. I have been the one brought in to clean house. I don't like it. I don't want to do it. At least even if I did take that, I don't know, man. I just want to do my damn job. I don't understand. I just want to do my job. I'm like, if you do need help, just say so. Like, I don't know. I'm sure both these ladies have plenty of experience. I'm not saying they don't. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm saying I want to stay where I am, doing what I am, but I'm not stupid enough to do that, unfortunately. I get involved, and I don't need to be involved. I need to stay uninvolved. Shall we take bets on whether I stay uninvolved? I don't know. Hopefully I will. Okay. So, let's buy some stuff. Oh. Those are nice. I can get games? I want some games. Cool, we got some games. I don't think I'm gonna worry about this stuff yet. But we are gonna put some games up. That's cool. Okay, so we're looking at accessories right now. We're fine with that. We're fine with that. Let's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What are we at? 19. I'm not high enough level for that, but I can do that and buy one. And I can do that and buy one. Ooh, I really want this, but I don't think I best. But there are a lot of good things. I can get comics. Very cool. Okay. So let's buy all these. And now let's look at our figurines and what do we need. So we need bats and bowls. Figurines. Okay, cool. Oh, I gotta pay bills. Rent's good. I can't pay electric right now. Okay, we're doing good. Alright, so anyway, all my what ifs and what may happens, and it may be absolutely nothing, and I hope it is. And I may be like completely out of my mind, and I hope I am. This is the only place I want to manage. Look at us putting boxes up of new shit. We have new shit. Look at us buying new shit. That makes me very happy. Anything left in here? 5 whole ones. Well, there you go. But the point being, I got a feeling. And I don't like feelings. Especially because my feelings are generally right. We're gonna put them there and there. You know what? We're gonna pull you and put you there. We're gonna pull you and put you there. Yep, that's what we're gonna do. Keep it nice and organized. And what are you? Black dice. Let's go put the black dice away. I didn't really think I needed one of these, but I will. Oh shoot, I had them. I had so many of them. You know what? We might do a clearance on these coming up. I have too many boxes of them. I keep buying them for shits and giggles. Giggles and shits. I hope the board games go well. If they do, we'll be buying more of them. Okay. My last board game. And I got to price all this stuff, all this new gear we're getting. We got a window. We got a window. All right, and let's fill up the reds. Two left. Okay. Well, you just chill out up there until I need you. Almost done. Blue dice. Blue dice were popular yesterday. Alright, bats. And the red deck. Our shelves are getting full up. See, this is going well. Just hope I beat Derek. All right, we're gonna go market plus 10, round done. Market plus 10, round done. Cool. I really need a box of those. Okay. Because it looks way too empty. Okay. Thought I was done. I was not done. It's absolutely pouring here. Like, absolutely. Okay. Now we're pretty well stocked. Like, that's, to me, that's huge that I can keep my shop fairly well stocked now. And I've got enough cards to bundle them. Yay. Cool. Add that to the inventory. And we're good. All right. Nice. We're on day 37. I have a feeling it is going to be a very, very good day, but we're going to take a short break first. All right. Hi, everybody. I'm back. All right. It's 8 a.m. Let's begin our day with fresh new stuff. And that is empty. Okay. And of course, we're going to get stinkers first thing. Oh, and we've already got a line. Well, that's all right. They're going to wait while we open. Nothing. Ooh, that's a good one. That's good. So Wolf has woken up somewhat. I say somewhat because he doesn't become fully human for the first few hours after he wakes up. Another good one. Yeah. All right. Go away. What do you want, buddy? I don't have money for that, and I'm not going. You're asking way too much. Get out from behind my thing. My goodness. Plus, you stink. Thank you for using exact change. Excuse me while I go spray this fellow. He is stinky. Go away. Glad I could break your 20 for you. Get out from behind my counter, my goodness. What is up with all these people coming behind my counter? You like the original packs? Alright, cool, cool, cool. Thank you for using exact change. You bought a board game! Yay. There you go. This is not going to be a good day change-wise. Next. Thank you for using your card. Thank you for using your card. Excuse me, gotta go spray. Ooh, a board game and a bunch of card decks. Or sleeves, I like it. I'm afraid to look at what that was. Yeah, Izzy, I have no doubt it was you. If ever there's trouble, it's you. Yes, ma'am. I don't buy cheap cards. Whole bunch of dice and oh, you're ma'am. You are as classy as you are elegant. Thank you for using exact change. It's raining. Are you gonna actually go outside in the rain? That's what I thought. Nice card. What you got for me? I'm not gonna offer you a lot. Not even close to what you're wanting. Didn't think so. You're asking way over market price for that. It's not about what you paid for it. It's about what I can sell it for. And I need a profit margin. There you go. There you go. Got a little change happy there. Sorry, that is below my threshold. What you got for me, Greenie? Yeah, what the hell. Enjoy the card. Almost forgot to hit round on that. It's a little low. There you go. Wear deodorant. Oh shit. What you want? No, I don't want your stinky card. go. God, stink. There you go. Enjoy. You know a box would have been cheaper, but that's okay. Enjoy. Having a good day, though. The board games are going well. I need a profit margin, my dude. Okay. There we go. Get out of here with your cheap, stinky cards. Okay. Let's go back to checking people out. Hopefully somebody will buy that card, otherwise I'm going to have trouble restocking at the end of the night. There you go. It's close to the end of the day, y'all. Somebody's got to buy that really nice card over there. Why does it feel like we've lost money today? No, I'm sorry, we don't. What you got? Okay. Yes, somebody bought the card. Which will make it a good day. Come on, buddy. I know what you... Oh, you bought the card. You bought the card. 3, 4, 1, 3. I love it. I love it. That made it a good day. Now we're going to close. And start restocking. Bye. Alright, let's open our daily card packs. Twice daily card packs. Nice. Very nice. We're getting some decent cards. Yeah. Good. All right. To start with, let's restock over here. Okay. Well, at least I emptied one of the 20 million boxes I have of this. They'll at least fit on one shelf now. These were very popular. Now, before we do anything, we're going to pay our bills. Step 1. Step 2. Any other dice? No. Okay. Let's go ahead and restock you. I think we're going to need, like, everything. Except those one-branded card decks that I have 80 of. Okay. So we need all the dice. One of you, one of you, one of you, one of you, one of you. And one of you. One of you and one of you. Okay. You're all pretty good. I could use one of those guys. I'll take one of you and one of you. Now let's go over here. I need one of you, one of you, one of you, one of you. One of you, one of you. Okay. I don't think we're ready to get into that yet. So I need one of you. I didn't want to do that. Okay, well, apparently we're not doing that. That's okay. We got lots of stuff. Bought a license I couldn't afford. That's okay. Restock, restock. Okay. Fully restocked that. So we're good on that for a day. Blue dice. Full. You're good for a day or two. We'll put you there. White dice are always popular. And last but not least, you. I could have used a bat. Oh well. All right, so we've got our shop fixed up. Looking good. Ready for day 38. All right, let's open her up. Make sure you're on and full, and go pull our first hands for the day. Not bad. Very not bad. Okay, so we got 2 decent cards out of that one. I think I saw 1 maybe decent card out in there. That's not bad. There was 1 decent one in there, I think. That's good. Decent anyways. Good card. Dumb and Dumber have yet to go outside because the rain. Dumber's been asking, but every time I start getting up and walking towards the door, she hears the rain and she starts cowering, and it's like, I'm not fighting you to go outside. Yeah. She doesn't figure out distances, that the thunder's not here. And thunder is just loud noise. It ain't gonna hurt you. Did she actually pee last night?
No.
She has got to go. If she didn't go last night...
I know. She needs to go.
This is as light as it's going to get today, Jazz. You need to go outside.
Basically.
This is as easy as it gets. There was noise last night. None of our animals, except for Anna, particularly like noise. Anna just doesn't care.
I found out later your sprayer, the auto,
Yeah,
there's a big one.
I know. I can't afford the bigger one.
And when you have the storage room, I've seen that if you put it on in there
Uh-huh.
against the wall, right at by the door.
Yeah. Good. This one helps, but sometimes I still have to
Yeah.
chase him down.
That one's empty.
Thank you. On Chaz just bark at you? Oh. Aw, you like Little Star Guy? I like Little Star Guy too.
Let's go, you two.
Woo, big shopper. Have a nice day. What you got for me? No, you're asking too much. There you go. There you go. Have a nice day. Those white dice are sure popular. And the red. Dice guys are so nice. They almost always have exact change. Thank you. I love when we get a run of exact changes. And then somebody has to come and break it. Well, don't come in stinky and it won't spray you. What you got? All right. Okay, get out from behind my counter. Have a nice day. It can be your final offer all day. Doesn't mean I have to accept it. It wasn't your final offer. Get out from behind my counter. Oh my goodness. Have a nice day. Shall we take bets on whether Jazz actually went to the bathroom? From the race she's running, I'm guessing no. Did not turn the light on.
Go away.
She didn't go, I take it?
No.
Okay.
Go lay down. And I drug her.
I've done it too.
You know what? Bed.
Do not lock her in there.
She needs to be punished for not going. All night. All because she's scared of water. Tired of this, Jasmine.
No.
Pretty good size fender.
Yeah, he did good. Quit walking behind my checkout counter. It's been a pretty good day. Yeah, sure, whatever. Go. What do you have? Sure, I'll swap with you. No. Not as big a day as yesterday, but we won't have to buy as much stock, I don't think. No. Get out of my face, dude. Okay. One of the nice things about slower days, not quite as much restocking to do. No, I sold a bunch of these. Always sell a ton of these. So yeah, I may not have like made a ton of cash today, but I don't have to buy much for restocks either. So pretty much all I need is a box of the gold boxes. and some bats and white dice. So I need that. Some bats and some white dice. Now let's escape out of here and go to tabletop. And we're gonna buy a couple deck boxes, see how those go. And I think we needed a box of these. See how the other games are doing. I could use one of those. I wouldn't be able to buy any if I did that. Not a high enough shop for that. I don't need that. Do that, and I can do that. All right. I now sell board games. I think I bought 2 boxes of that on accident, but that's okay. I'll just put it in the stock room for now. Okay, those have been restocked. And you Can we make any more of these boxes? I don't think so. Nope. And we are done. And hey, we made it to day 39, so that's a positive. And we made $1,000. So, good deal. We made it farther than I was expecting today.